네, 오늘은 누구 이야기를 들어볼까요?
So today we have a clip sent to us from Rika from Germany.
That's right.
And is she in Germany right now?
She's not.
She is in Bath.
She's in the UK.
In the UK.
네, 좋아요. 그러면 리카 씨가 어떤 꿈을 자주 꾸는지 또는 꾸곤 했는지 예전에 꾸던 꿈에 대해서 이야기를 하는데요. 한번 불러볼까요?
리카 씨, 나와주세요.
I've been thinking about something recently because I have noticed the absence of it. I used to have recurring dreams all the time, but I don't anymore. And that made me think of one particular dream that had something to do with spiders. I'd be playing outside of my parents' house by myself and eventually discover a little spider on the ground. But this spider would grow into something very different quickly. It grew into a human-like Hulk creature that had large muscles, was 10 times larger than me, and had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands. It was blue, completely blue. That was just a side thing that it had. And I would get scared, start to run away, and make myself into a little ball to ignore the monster because I knew this couldn't be real as it was happening over and over. And that's usually when I woke up every single time at the same moment.
Very interesting that you talked about spiders and had spiders as earrings.
That's right. Like she had spiders on her ears.
Right? They're
네.
very big too.
They're not live spiders, right?
No, they're not.
네.
I don't think there are any green spiders. Probably they are. Never
네.
mind.
그래서 거미 귀걸이를 하고 나와서 거미 이야기를 해줬는데요. 자, 그러면 리카 씨가 어떤 이야기 했는지 한 줄 한 줄 자세히 공부해 보겠습니다.
Okay, so the first line is, I've been thinking about something recently because I have noticed the absence of it. I've been thinking about something recently because I have noticed the absence of it.
I like this sentence.
Me too.
네, 약간 문학적인 표현인데요. It's a very literary expression.
Something you see in a book sometimes too.
맞아요. 이렇게 사실 제가 이 문장이 마음에 들었던 이유 중에 하나가 문학적인 것도 있지만 한국어로는 이렇게 표현을 안 할 것 같아서 마음에 들었던 건데 I've been thinking about something recently. 여기까지는 뭐 우리가 흔히 접하는 표현이에요. 저는 최근에 something에 대해서 생각하고 있습니다. recently. because 이 부분이 재밌어요. I've noticed the absence of it. 그것의 부재를 알아차렸기 때문입니다. 좀 이제 일상적으로 많이 쓰는 한국어로 바꿔보자면 뭐 보니까 그게 없더라고요. 아니면 최근에 없어졌더라고요. 이런 느낌인데 이것을 이제 부재, absence라고 표현을 하면서 재미있어졌어요. Okay, so she has noticed the absence of something.
Of something, probably her dream, right? I'm assuming. So let's see what else she said.
Okay.
I used to have recurring dreams all the time, but I don't anymore. I used to have recurring dreams all the time, but I don't anymore.
So that is what is absent.
That's what's absent, the recurring dreams.
아, 그렇군요. 예전에 반복되는 꿈들을 항상 꿨었는데 all the time.
All the time. And not just one dream, but dreams.
Recurring
so
dreams.
maybe there are several recurring dreams she
네.
had. More than one recurring
그렇죠.
dream.
All the time을 always로 바꿔서 앞으로 옮기면 I always used to have recurring dreams. 똑같은 뜻이 될 것 같고요. But I don't anymore. Don't 다음에 나오는 anymore가 동사 아니죠.
Right.
Don't 동사 있지만 앞에 있는 동사랑 똑같기 때문에 생략을 한 거예요. 그래서 don't what?
Don't have the dreams anymore.
That's right. Don't have them anymore. 더 이상 그 꿈들을 꾸지 않아요. Okay?
And that made me think of one particular dream that had something to do with spiders. And that made me think of one particular dream that had something to do with spiders.
그것이 that made me think 그것이 나를 생각하게 만들었다라고 하면은 그것 때문에 이런 생각이 났다라는 거죠. think of는 또 생각해낸 것을 말하죠. Can you think of some examples of think of?
No, I can't think of any examples to think of. But I can think of one thing I want to eat later today.
I see.
Sweet potatoes.
네, think of라고 하면서 이제 예문을 생각해낼 수 있냐라고 제가 질문하니까 예문을 생각해내다 다 think of로 쓰는 거죠. 생각해내다 대신에 이제 먹고 싶은 것을 생각해낼 수 있다. Sweet potatoes, 고구마 이야기를 하셨습니다. 그래서 think of는 생각해내는 건데 이제 뭔가 떠오른다는 거죠. One particular dream, 어떤 특정 꿈을 말하는 겁니다. That had something to do with spiders.
Spiders.
네, 오늘 아까 그 핵심 문장으로 소개했던 have something to do with 뭐뭐뭐.
Sounds scary.
예, 거미와 관련된 거래요. 어떤 꿈인지 이야기를 좀 들어볼까요?
Okay. I'd be playing outside of my parents' house by myself. I'd be playing outside of my parents' house by myself.
네, 잘못 들으면 I be,
Uh,
I be.
right, I'd be. I would be.
그렇죠.
I'd be.
네, 물론 I be 약간 구어체로 좀 재미있는 형태로 쓰는 경우도 있겠지만 문법은 안 맞고요.
Right.
I'd be가 되겠죠. I'd be, I would be. 예전에 뭐뭐 하고 있곤 했다. 그래서 I'd be playing outside of my parents' house by myself. 혼자서 부모님 집 밖에서 놀고 있었다는 것은 이제 집 앞에서 놀고 있었다는 거죠.
And eventually discover a little spider on the ground. And eventually discover a little spider on the ground.
네, eventually라는 말은 at first she didn't notice it.
Right. She didn't notice it at first because she's playing, and then eventually she would always see it.
네,
Right.
그러다가 마침내 결국에는이라고 할 때 eventually discover a little spider on the ground. 땅에 있는 작은 거미를 discover. There you go. There it is. 이렇게 발견을 한 거죠.
For sure. And let's hear more about the spider, but first let's take a look at the clip.
But this spider would grow into something very different quickly. But this spider would grow into something very different quickly.
Ooh, so let's see what she said, and I'll read it for you.
All right.
She said, but this spider would grow into something very different quickly.
네, 이렇게 말했습니다. But this spider, 그 a little spider라고 아까
spider.
얘기했잖아요. 땅에 있는. 그런데 but this spider, 이 거미가 would 바로 나오는 이 grow into가 좀 어려웠죠.
Grow into. So if you grow into something, that means you're kind of turning into something that's bigger.
맞아요. grow는 자라는 거고 그것이 된다라는 건데 into가 뭐뭐 안으로라는 말도 되지만 어떠한 상태 속으로라는 말도 되죠. into a state or a status, right? 근데 발음상으로 뭐가 어려웠냐면 grow into가 하나로 합쳐져서
Right. Grow into. Grow into.
약간 girl처럼도 들렸고
Grow into. Grow into.
네, grow into.
Grow into.
이렇게 들렸습니다. Something very different, 아주 다른 것으로 quickly, 빠르게 금세 커지면서 다른 걸로 변했다고 합니다. 여러분 이 grow into 연음되는 부분 잘 들리는지 확인해 보실까요?
But this spider would grow into something very different quickly. But this spider would grow into something very different quickly.
And also, we're talking about growing into something. If you have a child and they're too small for their clothes, you can say, oh, he will grow into them.
맞아요.
Because eventually he will be big enough to fit the clothes.
네.
Right?
저도 이제 아이를 키우다 보니까 가끔씩 주변에서 옷을 받을 때가 있잖아요.
Right.
이 옷 혹시 맞을지 모르겠지만 하고 선물로 받거나 물려받을 때 너무 크면 그냥 두면 되는 거죠.
Yeah.
Because the child will grow into them.
Right.
grow into 하면 자라서 그 안으로 딱 맞아떨어지는 거죠. 그래서 뭐 1년만 기다리면 맞겠죠. 그것도 grow into의 또 하나의 예이고요.
So let's talk more about the spider growing now. So she said, it grew into a human-like Hulk creature.
네.
It grew into a human-like Hulk creature.
네, 여기에서도 또 grow into가 쓰였고 여기서는 과거형으로 쓰였네요.
Right.
grow의
Grew
과거형은?
into. Right. Grew.
grow.
Grew into.
growed 아닙니다.
Right. Grew.
grew into 그리고 guru하고도 또 다르네요.
Guru?
guru.
Like somebody who knows something really well?
Yes, yes.
Ah, right.
G-U-R-U.
R-U. Guru. Grew.
네,
Yeah.
오케이. 발음 차이 명심하시고요. grew into a human-like Hulk creature. 일단 creature는 이제 만들어진 것을 creature라고 하는데 여기서는 어떤 생물이죠.
Right. A creature is like some type of thing that looks like a monster, which we'll talk more about that later, but it's something that's not like human and kind of scary.
그렇죠. 그런데 human-like creature래요.
Yeah.
그래서 인간은 아닌데 it's not human.
Human, but it's human-like. So maybe it has a face or it has actual arms
Yeah,
like
limbs.
a human.
네.
Yeah. Something about it looks like a human.
네, 그리고 Hulk라는 것은 좀 큰 걸 말하죠. 그래서 인간 형태의 커다란 또는 거대한 생물로 grow into, 자라서 커졌대요. quickly, right? 빠르게 변했다고 하는 이야기입니다.
And she's telling us more about it. That had large muscles was 10 times larger than me. That had large muscles was 10 times larger than me.
creature는 creature인데 어떤 creature냐면 that had large muscles. 근육도 큰 creature였고요.
That's why she said Hulk.
Hulk. 그렇군요. 그리고 was 여기서는 물론 the creature was or it was 10 times larger than me. 10 times는 10번이 아니고 10배.
Pay,
네.
right. That's
그래서
crazy.
10배 컸다 larger than me.
Must have been so scary. In the next sentence, she tells us more about the creature, but first we have to take a look at the clip.
And had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands. And had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands.
오케이.
와우.
지금 뭔가 동작을 설명하고 있는데요. 어떤 내용이었는지 보겠습니다.
And had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands.
네. 자, 그래서 이 헐크 같은 또는 인간 같은 거대한 괴물이 또는 생물이 몸집도 크고 몸집이 리카씨보다 10배나 큰데 and had the capability 어떤 능력을 가지고 있었대요.
Right. It had the ability, basically.
맞아요. It could.
It could,
네.
right.
It was able to 뭐 여러 가지로 바꿀 수 있겠고 had the capability. capability는 일반적으로 뒤에 to보다는 of를 많이 쓰죠. You say a capability of.
Right. Just like when you use it in the other form, capable of.
That's
She's
right.
capable of. She has the capability of.
네, to를 써도 틀린 건 아닌데
Right.
capable of가 워낙 같이 쓰다
Yeah.
보니까 이제 capability로 바꿔도 of가 같이 쓰이고 throwing 이 부분이 좀 발음이 듣기 어려웠어요.
Right. Throwing. Throwing.
throwing, throwing 이렇게 발음이 되면 더 쉬울 텐데 여기서는 throwing 약간 throwing
Throwing.
이렇게
Throwing.
발음이 됐었죠.
Right.
throw는 던지는 거고 cast도 던지는 거죠.
Yeah. Casting is when you take something kind of big and toss it out.
That's
so when
right.
you're fishing, you don't throw the fishing line, you cast
네.
your fishing line.
cast는 throw는 정말로 여기서 저기로 멀리 던져버린 느낌이라면 cast는 던지는 건 맞대 약간 뿌리고 아니면
Yeah.
낚싯대를 던진다고 생각해 보시면 정말로 물속으로 던져버리는 거 아니잖아요.
Right.
그리고 cast가 또 많이 쓰이는 게 broadcast, 방송하다, 멀리
yeah.
내보내다라는 말인데
Yeah.
똑같은 말로 지금 쓰이고 있어요. 그래서 spider webs, 거미 줄이고요. 우리가 인터넷에서 웹 브라우저,
Oh, yeah.
웹이
Web
원래
browser.
여기에서 온 거죠. 거미줄처럼 퍼져 있는 망을
Right.
가리키고 out of its hands, 손에서 거미줄을 뽑아서 던지는 능력이 있었대요. Just like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah. So it's like Hulk, Spider-Man. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. So let's take a look at this clip 2 more times.
And had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands. And had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands.
And also something else about the creature. She said, it was blue, completely blue. That was just a side thing that it had. It was blue, completely blue. That was just a side thing that it had.
네. 파란색이었대요, 온통. Completely blue. 뭐 머리부터 발끝까지 다
Yeah.
파란색이었고 completely blue. That was just a side thing that it
That
had.
it had.
이걸 잘 이해하셔야 돼요. A side thing 하면 물건이잖아요, 일반적으로.
Right, a side thing. But in this case, if something's on the side, it means it's not that important. So basically she's saying, but that's not that important,
네,
right?
맞아요.
Yeah.
So it's another characteristic it
Right.
has, but it's not,
Not
the main
as important,
thing.
right.
예,
The
그냥
main thing is it's big and scary and strong.
그렇죠. 여기서 중요한 건 thing을 물건이라고 생각하지 않고
Right.
어떠한 특징이라고 생각을 하는 거. 그다음에 side가 부수적인.
Right.
It's an additional thing,
Additional thing, right?
네.
Yeah.
not the main.
Not the main thing.
yeah.
So that's why when you push something off to the side, it means you're going to take care of it later and you're looking at more important things right now.
네.
Right.
이 특이한 문장인데요.
Right.
I think that it had. 예를 들어서 Megan, for example, Megan adores sweet potatoes. It's a thing that she has. 이렇게
Right.
말하면 그녀의 특징이다라고 할 때 고구마를 너무 좋아해. 뭐 이런 말 되겠죠? All right.
Okay, and the next thing she says is, and I would get scared, start to run away. And I would get scared, start to run away.
네. 그리고 I would 다시 한번 나오고 있습니다.
Right.
꿈 이야기를 하니까 당연히 과거에 뭐뭐 하곤 했다. 종종 뭐뭐 하곤 했던 과거의 습관을 말할 때 쓰는 이 would가 쓰였겠죠. I would get scared, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Who wouldn't?
I mean, I would be so scared right now, start
Yeah.
to run away. And
그래서 start to run away.
yeah, she will start to run away.
네.
And she also says that, and make myself into a little ball to ignore the monster. And make myself into a little ball to ignore the monster.
네, make something into라고 하면 무언가를 다른 걸로 변신시키는 거죠.
Right. So I can maybe make this into something else. If
Yeah.
I fold it like origami.
fold it.
I'm not.
We need to use it again.
Right.
그런데 뭐 이런 것도 가능하죠. So for example, these days, children's toys, they can transform into other things. So here's a robot. You make the robot into a car, a police car usually.
Yeah.
그래서 make something into인데 make myself into a little ball 하면 내 스스로가 갑자기 공으로 변하는 거 상상하시면 웃기잖아요. 근데 그만큼 공처럼
Yeah.
웅크리고 있었다는
Like
거예요.
this.
네.
Sometimes we call it the fetal position.
fetal
maybe,
position.
like this.
예, 이렇게. 그런데 ball 제일 많이 쓰는 말은 into a little ball.
A little ball.
무엇을 하기 위해서? To ignore the
Ignore the
monster.
monster.
무시하려고 못 본 체 하려고요. 오케이.
And then she says, because I knew this couldn't be real and it was happening over and over.
맞아요.
Because I knew this couldn't be real and it was happening over and over.
여기서는 as였어요. As it was.
As it was happening
네.
over and over.
as가 이유가 되는 거죠. because. 그래서 because I knew this couldn't be real. 이게 진짜일 리가 없다는 걸 알았기 때문에 도망가는 대신에 그냥 웅크리고
Yeah,
있었다는
just,
거죠.
it's not real.
그냥 ignore 해버리고 싶은 거죠. 실제로는 정말 괴물이 있다면 ignore 해서는 안 되잖아요. You have to do something. 왜 ignore 했냐면 왜 그리고 왜 그냥 안 도망갔냐면 as it was happening over and over again. 이게 계속해서 반복해서 일어났기 때문에 진짜일 리가 없다는 걸 알았어요. Alright?
Okay, and the very final sentence is, and that's usually when I woke up, every single time at the same moment. And that's usually when I woke up, every single time at the same moment.
그리고 그때가 바로 when I woke up. 딱 깨었을 때입니다. Every single time, 매번 at the same moment. 딱 거미가 커지면서 손에서 거미줄 나오고 그때 내가 이제 무서워 라고 할 때 그때 깬다는 거죠.
That's right.
Great strategy.
That is a good strategy. I need to try that when I have a nightmare.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let me know if it works.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
So, since we've gone over everything in the story, let's take a look at it 2 more times. The first time with English subtitles, the second time without. Let's watch.
I've been thinking about something recently because I have noticed the absence of it. I used to have recurring dreams all the time, but I don't anymore. And that made me think of one particular dream that had something to do with spiders. I'd be playing outside of my parents' house by myself and eventually discover a little spider on the ground. But this spider would grow into something very different quickly. It grew into a human-like Hulk creature that had large muscles, was 10 times larger than me, and had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands. It was blue, completely blue. That was just a side thing that it had. And I would get scared, start to run away, and make myself into a little ball to ignore the monster because I knew this couldn't be real as it was happening over and over. And that's usually when I woke up, every single time at the same moment. I've been thinking about something recently because I have noticed the absence of it. I used to have recurring dreams all the time, but I don't anymore. And that made me think of one particular dream that had something to do with spiders. I'd be playing outside of my parents' house by myself and eventually discover a little spider on the ground. But this spider would grow into something very different quickly. It grew into a human-like Hulk creature that had large muscles, was 10 times larger than me, and had the capability of throwing or casting spider webs out of its hands. It was blue, completely blue. That was just a side thing that it had. And I would get scared, start to run away, and make myself into a little ball to ignore the monster because I knew this couldn't be real as it was happening over and over. And that's usually when I woke up, every single time at the same moment.
네, 리카 씨가 그 몸을 웅크린다라고 할 때 또 ball이라고 했잖아요. 그런데 또 그 ball이 공도 있고 여러 가지가 있지만 그 발 앞꿈치도 the balls of your feet.
Oh, Yeah.
이렇게.
So right now I'm standing on the balls of my feet.
그렇게 말을 할 수 있죠. 이렇게 콩콩 뛸 때
띵, 띵.
jump on the balls of your feet.
Uh-huh.
공처럼 둥근 모양이잖아요.
Uh-huh.
오케이.
That's
자,
true.
그러면 리카씨 이야기로 공부를 끝냈으니까 오늘도 또 재밌는 표현들 준비해봤거든요.
It's time for Street
Smart.
Smarts.